Real nice fish. That's a dandy.
Anything that pulls your string's fun, and these blue cats are a blast.
You know something?
There he is. There he is. There he is. Big one.
Look at there. I tell you, we have had a ball. Wow! Look at this toad! Old boy here, Ryan Casey, Show Me Catfishing out of St. Louis. He's known for his trophy catfishing, and we thought, well, what better place to maybe catch a big trophy catfish is in Alabama this time of year. That is Wilson Lake right there. We've got 2 days on here. Said, come to Alabama, come down here where it's warm. We left 24-degree weather to come down here to 27 degrees. So we gained 3 degrees by driving 400 miles. So, yay us. But anyway, our quarry is out there somewhere, and we're looking for a nice big Tennessee River blue cat.
Well, our game plan the first day with that wind, I mean, you couldn't be out on the middle of the lake and a lot of the contours and ledges on the islands that we wanted to fish. So what we had to do was basically run a gun and hide from the wind. We found ourselves early in the day up by the dam trying to fish some humps up there. And we found some fish, but we just couldn't get them to go. Spot locked, anchor fished, just a spin fish, drugged around, and hid from the wind. And used the electronics to find fish, and basically just sat on top of them until they either bit or didn't.
Man, I was quick as a cat.
You were fast.
We have really battled some wind today. If we hadn't had this gale force wind and everything out here, we would.
There he is.
That's not a bad fish. He ain't a big fish.
No.
Let me wind him right on around here to you. There's a couple of fish grips.
Yeah.
See them?
Yep.
You want to get that fish grip there.
You hooked him good, Scott.
Yeah. That's just a good Tennessee River blue cat.
Yeah.
Just fat as a butterball. It's nice.
Nice fish, Scott.
There you go.
Get him back out there.
Tell them a little bit about that, because I don't know anything at all about this. It's kind of a catfishing Lindy rig.
The name of it is a structure snake.
How much weight you think that is? About
3 ounces.
And so what this thing will do, it just runs along the bottom and it won't snag up. And now, of course, with this Santee Cooper rig, with this float right here, kind of keeping the bait up, so we can do this drift right here without worry as much, you know, getting tangled up.
We're using that Lowrance to basically target and find fish, but they were buried down in the mud, so we were having a little bit of trouble with that. So what we ended up doing was just finding the structure, the heaviest structure around ledges. We were finding ledges that were dropping from 55 foot down to 70 foot, and we were focusing on the heaviest cover that we could find out of the wind, mind you, because it was blowing way too hard for us to be out in it.
We go up in a cove, and voila, hey, our first big fish of the trip. You really just don't know how much.
This one just got
Got some bow in that rod.
Yeah, it's taking a little drag even. Look at that.
Whoa. That one came up. Look at how this one's just been chewed up.
Look at this sucker go. He got a lot bigger, Scott.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I'm liking this.
Yeah. We're bringing him up slow. We're in about 50 foot of water in here. And
hang on. Take your time, because I got to get this net thing.
well, he's taking a line, so.
I got to get this net. We hadn't, I just hope this fish equals this net.
All we're doing right now is just trying to stay out of the wind. That's why we're in
We
here.
are. I mean, we're in a cove.
Look at them boils back there.
Yeah.
That's a decent fish here. There he comes again. I got that other hook in him. We're using them. This is that stacker rig. So it's got 2 hooks on it.
I mean, that's a dandy, Ryan.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. That's
That's a real nice fish.
All right, I'm gonna lift him. There you go, Scott. Nicely done, buddy.
I've done this before too.
You look like you've netted a fish or
Holy,
two.
hey, that fish is bigger than you think.
Yeah, he's a nice one.
God almighty. Okay, let's put him back here on the back net.
All right. Yeah, he's in the 40s, I think.
Oh yeah. Look at there. Now, there you go. Tennessee River. We didn't think we'd catch nothing today. This has just been a brutal day for us fishing. And a couple old Missouri boys showed me catfishing, Ryan Casey. Hey, this is day 1. We got tomorrow. We're gonna see what we can do.
Well, it was cold, and Scott didn't want to get out until about 11 o'clock this morning. So.
Well, we didn't catch them till 2:30, so.
Well, yeah, that's true.
We're gonna take a few pictures. We're gonna let this fish go. And we're gonna fish around a little bit more. So if you see us, you know we caught another fish today. If not, we'll be back with you tomorrow morning. But right now, that's a dandy.
That's a good fish.
That's a good fish.
That's a good start to our trip here.
Yes, it is. Day 2, perfect conditions. We had a good breakfast. They actually had biscuits at Cracker Barrel this time. The first day we ate there, they didn't have biscuits. Who don't have biscuits at Cracker Barrel? But anyway, we're drifting away. All right, second day, no wind. Looked like you could have rolled a marble out across the lake. Thinking, all right, we're in. This is our day. So now you can actually fish some of the places that you wanted to go scout.
Well, what we're looking for right now is we're following some ledges, contours. Even a 1-foot contour makes a big difference out here in a lake like this. But what I'm seeing on the fish finder right now is the bait. The bait is actually balled up really tight with some pretty decent fish around it. There's a good one, about 100 something foot off our left. There's another good one right here. Oh. I can get this one in.
We'll get him.
All right. We're gonna bring him up nice and easy in this deep water here. Here he comes. Not a bad start to the day. Be a good underfish here in Alabama.
You can't wear yourself out on the first one.
No.
We got 2 poles knocked down and then a fish on, so I hope that's not our average today.
No, I hope so too.
2 poles knocked down per fish, that's gonna add up, isn't it? Okay, here we go, bringing him in. Oh yeah. Nice start of the new day right there. Pretty blue cat, you can almost call it a white cat. Nice one. Boy, he's solid.
Yeah. He's ready to go. Let's watch him go here. There he goes. We're gonna go ahead and go over what gear we were using today and for this trip. What we have here is a Tangling with Catfish 7'6" medium action rod. And these are the rods I use guiding pretty much all year long. They do make some heavier rods for bigger current and when you're dragging heavier weights. But here on the lakes and rivers, this is a good all-around rod. What we were doing out there is we were dragging a lot, and even when you're anchor fishing, this rig will work. This is kind of a Carolina style. What we've got here is our 80-pound main line, which we're using Power Pro braid. We've got it to 150 pounds swivels, and this is a free floating swivel that just slides up and down the line, and that is attached to our weight. And we're using some structure snakes at about 3 to 4 ounces here, and what these do is they'll drag along that bottom and go over a lot of wood and rock, and they'll keep you from getting hung up. Now that slides up and down the line. We've got some beads here. and that comes to our main swivel attached to our leader line, and we've got 80-pound Andy mono to that, and we've got a float here, and you can adjust this float. This float's very important. It'll keep you up off the bottom a little bit, which those fish will feed up, and it also keeps your hook out of a lot of that structure, which we found plenty of out there. We've got an 8/0 double action team catfish hook here, and I offset them a little more, put them big pieces of skipjack on there, and them jokers right there will stick them almost every time. I think we were in a tree down there, made you feel a little bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
Griffin.
Yeah, we're better.
Oh man.
There we go.
There we go. You know, that's about the ticket for us today, right here.
Yeah.
It was about this size. We caught a couple of them that were actually really nice.
We got on some fish. We caught plenty of fish. We caught probably more fish than we're ever going to show on this show.
Oh, yeah.
We caught a bunch of fish, and we had a southeast wind that day, and I think it just put those fish, the bigger fish, down, because man, we could not get a big fish to bite. We had one big fish bite that day. Well, as you can tell, it's cooled down quite a bit, and we're back on spot lock. Just kind of moving around, hopping from tree to tree. This guy's got another decent one on. We just lost a big one in a tree and caught one.
And of course, it just gets windy, you know, right here at the end. We ain't had no wind all day.
God.
Yeah.
One of those
Fat boy.
ones like we've been on all day.
Fat.
We've caught us a good pile of these today.
I'll tell you what now, look at that fat rascal. He looks like me.
He hadn't missed many meals.
Had a big time on Wilson Lake here in northwest Alabama around Florence. Tickled to death that Ryan Casey was Show Me Catfish come down here with us, and we just had a ball. We've caught fish and we've had a big time, and it's just been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We had a decent fish in. We caught one that was in the 40s, maybe 50 at best, pushing. Had another couple of fish that were pretty nice. Ryan pulls in another place that was kind of out of the wind, hit the spot lock. He said, guys, please, can I just have 20 minutes right here?
It's that time of day.
It's that time of day. Felt it. He just felt it. Made the cast, spot locked out there, more or less we're anchored. And what do you know? The pole goes down. See, I have this intuition, I know.
Hey, you know something? There he is. There he is. There he is. Big one. Crank down on him. There he is. Rip, keep it tight.
As the sun set in evening. Well, the one thing, he doesn't know he's hooked yet, so I don't know. I don't know if it's as good as the fish you caught today.
He bowed that rod over pretty good, didn't he?
Bowed the rod over.
He did it how he was supposed to do it.
Trying to figure out just how good. We've been run out of camera battery on the big camera. We got the handy cam out. Last spot of the day. He's got a good tail shape.
He hadn't really figured out what's going on yet. Oh God!
Oh my
That's the
goodness!
one we're after. That's the one we're after, boys.
Whoa!
He just didn't. That's a big fish, boys.
Whoa!
Get on over here, you old Wilson pig.
Oh.
Come on.
Hit that fish, Ryan.
You gotta get him closer.
I'm getting it. Wow! Holy moly!
And that's why you fish a little longer.
Wow! Look at this toad!
Right there, bud.
Wow! Holy crap!
That's a big one, bud. Woo.
And you know what? I'm sitting there milking that fish like it's about a 30-pounder.
He just came out of that deep water. And
You know, anytime you could go out and fish and with the expectation of catching a really big fish, regardless of whatever you're fishing for, but then actually doing it. And, you know, all I did was just reel it in. Ryan was the one that did all the work. He found the spots and he cut bait. I mean, he just treats me and everybody else, treat us all the same, to where they work nonstop to make sure that the fishing experience for everybody is, you know, the best it could possibly be. And this was just supposed to be a relaxing trip. We were going to go out, we was just going to have some fun, shoot a little video, but he goes straight to work, 100% committed, or whatever else. And that's what it had to be. And you know what? Because of that commitment and because of that dedication, look what we got. I mean, very few people have caught a catfish that size, and even fewer have actually got it documented. Like from the takedown to bringing it in to holding this thing. And let me tell you something, it was heavy. Crap.
that's a fish, buddy.
That's a dandy right there now, boys. I mean, that is a big fish. I hope y'all can hear us, but that is a dandy. I mean, that is a freaking, that's a fish.
There you go, bud. Hold the fish.
I don't know if I can. I'm about to lose my balance. Boys, let me tell you something. This is why you come to Alabama. Wilson Lake. That's a dandy. That's my biggest catfish I've ever caught, and I am worn out. Wow, what a fish. What a fish right here. I got to put him down. I can't hold him. You never know. You'll never catch that fish of a lifetime unless you go. And so we were out there. We gave it the good old college try. Yeah, it had an east wind. We could come up with every scenario known to man as where it's bad luck to fishing. But it's cold, everything else. But this guy still put us on fish and gave us this opportunity. And hey, I caught probably 100-pound catfish. Probably.
We didn't have a scale, guys.
Maybe. Could be. You tell us how big you think that fish was. Can I just throw it in? I can't lay it down.
All right, buddy, let's get him back. Let's go head first.
You going this way though?
There you go.
I can't believe how tired I am.
That's a dandy, buddy.
This fish is just so big. This is a huge fish. Oh, we gotta let her go.
You can hold the mouth with your left hand.
Hey, I'm gonna put this fish in. You better get what you can get, because I want her back in the water.
I got you.
She has earned her. She's earned it. There you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm telling you. You know what this is? Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Roll Tide. You know, this is a wonderful thing about catfishing and catching these nice trophy fish, is that we can catch them, take a picture of them, and the best part is we can let them go. You know, you can't do a lot of that. Of course, when you're hunting, you kill it and that's it, you've got it. But for future generations, for Ryan's little boy, for Wes here and his family who's videoing this, or even Wes himself, he's a young man. They may want to catch some nice trophy fish of any species, so we have to take care of our resources out here. Just have good conservation practices. Like I've always said, keep what you can use, release the rest, let them fight another day, and let somebody enjoy that trophy just like you got to see us do. I guarantee you it will be well worth it. Thank you guys again for watching, and you know, we just really appreciate your time. Was this the greatest catfish show ever? Maybe. Was it one of the bestest? Could be, but I can tell you this much, it was dang sure one of the most fun. And when you go with Ryan Casey, that's his middle name. Ryan Fun Casey, Show Me Catfishing, St. Louis, Missouri. Look him up, go with him, and you'll have just as much fun, if not more, than I did. Is this not fun?
It's a blast. I still love it, man. I still love it. I do it almost every day.
It never gets old, does it?
It doesn't. Brings out that little kid in you. I know I say that all the time, but it really does.